I think a lot of people mistaken strategy to be this kind of future plan that never comes to fruition. It's about the decisions you make today. Strategies are not meant to be this thing that is very easy. It's not about making a choice between a good and a bad thing. It's about using strategy as a trade-off to be able to actually make a really hard decision easier for everybody on your team. If you cannot like give your strategy, whatever the format it is in, to any 5 random people on your team, and they can in some way use it to make better decisions, if they can't do that, it's probably also not an effective strategy. There's a lot of different places where people want to be like best in class. And I'm actually about to have that stricken from all of our strategy documents because it doesn't mean anything, right? You want to be the best, great. But that doesn't actually tell you how you're going to make decisions differently by being great. And this maybe is related to a thing that I found to be very helpful in testing strategies, or at least trying to decide if a strategy is could be a valid one, is taking the opposite of your strategy. If the opposite of what you're doing is not also a valid strategy in a realistic way, that you probably don't have a strategy. If you can't answer what is the main challenge you're addressing, or what are the key controversies, I definitely am more extreme about this. Like, I think we should be very extreme, and they should be things where like it's polarizing when it comes to the strategy that you have. Right. I mean, I constantly think about, I've done a talk that's called like Make Learning Look More Like Work. And it's about this idea that going away to somewhere to work, to do like training or learning, I think is not that great. I would say, how do we use all the moments that we have, all the meetings we're already in as product people, to actually find times to reinforce lessons. And that could be feedback, it could be strategy, it could be things like that. So I think when you start to think about it as like, these are all opportunities for me to help the team understand the strategy better. I think it becomes much more effective and more functional, right? Rather than it being something that is in a document somewhere that we only look at the end of the year to see if we met our goals or not.